I've been told that I'm overly critical and unfair to Christians, which isn't quite correct. I'm overly critical of people who identify as Christians while not only doing none of the things that the man they call Jesus is said to have said, but doing almost exclusively the opposite of all the things that the man they call Jesus is said to have said. And that is, of course, because those people don't actually know any of the things that the man they call Jesus is said to have said. They've torn all the pages out of their Bibles and stuffed the hollowed-out covers full of napkins and sticky notes and bits of scrap paper with their own personal opinions scribbled on them in pencil, and they actively disgrace the name and legacy of a man who taught us all in no uncertain terms to feed the hungry and care for the sick and give to the poor, to treat the foreigners residing among us as our own native-born family and to love them as we love ourselves. I am overly critical of people who want to wear the costume of Christianity without even learning the lines, let alone actually playing the part. And I will relentlessly criticize those people until whatever demiurge they believe in does me the favor of rapturing them away. That is not at all unfair, but in the interest of fairness, I did just learn that Pope Leo XIV recently published his first Apostolic Exhortation, a thesis that builds on the work of his predecessor, Pope Francis, regarding the deep and abiding love that the man called Jesus showed to the poor, and a reminder for those people who identify as Christians to renew, or in many cases discover for the very first time, a commitment to their fellow human beings most in need. And so I am going to read that exhortation here, and we can find out together just how closely the values of this self-proclaimed Christian nation align with the actual teachings of the man called Jesus.